We had started with the design of the slab S2, and for S2, in last lecture already we had designed for the started with the design of slab S2, and in slab S2 we had considered the effective depth, the value for depth we had considered the average of simply supported as well as the continuous beam, because the half part of it is simply supported and the half part of it is continuous. That's why we had considered the average of this, and we had calculated the depth. So depth we had got that is 125 mm, and the effective depth we had got that is 100 mm. After calculation of depth, we had proceed with the calculation of loads. So loading calculations also we had seen yesterday. Then moment and shear also we had seen yesterday. Then up till where I think up till check for the flexure we had done in the last lecture. Now we'll start with the calculation of the reinforcement. So first of all, for calculation of reinforcement, we will start with the shorter span. So for shorter span, we need to calculate the bottom reinforcement. So bottom reinforcement calculate करने के लिए सबसे पहले you need to calculate AST. The formula to calculate AST is same that you are going to use in the earlier design. That is 0.5 FCK into Fy in bracket 1 minus under root of 1 minus mu upon bd square FCK. By using that formula, you are going to calculate AST. AST calculate करने के बाद में you need to calculate percentage minimum. So for calculating percentage minimum, 0.12% of V into D you will consider. So AST minimum आपको मिलता है 150 mm square. उसके बाद you need to calculate the spacing. अभी स्पेसिंग कैलकुलेट करने के लिए आप क्या कर रहे हो? फॉर कैलकुलेशन ऑफ स्पेसिंग यू आर गोइंग टू कंसिडर 10 mm 5 bars. So you are going to use 10 millimeter diameter bars, and by using 10 mm diameter bar you are going to calculate the spacing. So spacing calculate करने के लिए again you are going to use pi by 4 into 10 square upon AST into 1000. So in this way you are going to calculate the spacing for the main reinforcement, and after calculation of spacing it should not be less than 3D or 300 mm. So minimum spacing we are going to provide it as 300 mm center to center. So provide 10 mm pi at the rate of 300 mm center to center for the shorter span. So for shorter span you need to provide 10 mm diameter bar at the rate of 300 mm center to center spacing. इसके बाद में you need to calculate for the longer span. For the longer span and for the bottom reinforcement, you need to calculate. So उसपे for bottom reinforcement के लिए हमें bending moment कितना मिला था? Bending moment we had got for the bottom reinforcement as 5.61 kilonewton meter. So यही bending moment we are going to consider for the further calculations. अभी bottom reinforcement के लिए आपको जो use करना है that is 8 mm diameter bar. So सबसे पहले you need to calculate the depth for the bottom reinforcement for the long span. अभी long span के लिए आप depth कैसे calculate करोगे? So for the long span you need to take D, total D that is 125 minus 25 that is cover. 10 is nothing but the diameter of the main reinforcement that is 10 by 2, and 8 by 2 is your diameter of the bottom reinforcement. 8 mm diameter bars you are going to use. So 8 by 2, तो उसमें से आपको D की वैल्यू मिलती है 91 mm. After calculating the depth, you need to calculate AST. Again, AST calculate करने के लिए you will use the same formula that is 0.5 FCK into B into D upon Fy into 1 minus under root of 1 minus 4.6 mu upon BD square FCK. So by using that formula, you need to calculate the AST. AST calculate करने के बाद में you need to calculate the spacing. Again by using the formula that is pi by 4 into 8 square upon AST into 100. तो spacing कितना मिलता है? 282.29 mm. एंड अगेन इट शुड नॉट बी ग्रेटर देन 3D, दैट इज 3D कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो आपको वैल्यू मिलेगी 273 mm. So you need to provide 8 mm phi at the rate of 250 mm center to center for the long span. Yes, understood up till here. Anyone is having any doubts for the long span and the short span, main reinforcement for the top as well as for the bottom? If anyone is having any of the query up till here, you can ask. Otherwise, we will proceed further. Hope everyone understood up till here. Yes, clear? Yes, understood? Okay. Yes, what about others? Mujahid, did you understood up till here? Okay. So, उसके बाद में for the top reinforcement, you need to calculate MU. MU already you had calculated in the previous step. So, MU आपको कितना मिला था for the top reinforcement? MU की value आपको मिली थी 7.44 kilonewton meter. So, again you need to consider the 8 mm diameter bar. So, 8 mm diameter bar अगर consider किया तो आपने just now in the previous step you had calculated the depth. तो 8 mm diameter bar अगर आप use कर रहे हो तो आपको depth कितनी मिलती है? 91 mm. And AST required also you had calculated, that is 239.66655 mm square. And AST minimum भी आपने पहले calculate किया है. So same AST minimum you are going to use for top reinforcement also. So AST minimum आपको मिला था 150 mm square. So same that value only you are going to use over here. उसके बाद में as you are going to use 8 mm diameter bar. So अगर आपने 8 mm diameter के बार यूज किए हैं, so you need to calculate the spacing for that particular 8 mm diameter bar. So spacing आपको मिलता है 5/4 into 8 square upon AST required. So spacing मिलता है आपको 209.745 after doing the calculations. Again it should not be greater than 3D. That is 273 mm. So minimum value we are going to consider over here. So minimum is 200 mm center to center. So you have to provide 8 mm diameter bar at the rate of 200 mm center to center for the top reinforcement. And after that, you need to calculate for the edge reinforcement. So we'll start with the edge reinforcement now. This is for the main reinforcement for the top as well as for the bottom, for the short as well as for the long span. तो यहाँ तक कि हमने main reinforcement के लिए calculation किया है. Now we need to calculate for the edge reinforcement. Yes, is my screen visible to you, everyone? So now you need to calculate for the edge reinforcement. So for the edge reinforcement, आपका size कितना था? Total 3000 by 6. So it will be comes up to be 375. So ये जो corner है, इसका width कितना होगा? 375 mm. और इसका depth रहेगा, that is total 4000 by 8. So it will be 500. Then, so B will be of 500. So from that, you need to calculate AST minimum. So AST minimum calculate करने के लिए again you are having the formula, that is 0.12% of B into D. So B for the edge reinforcement, B कितना है आपका? 500. So B is 500 and the D is 125. The same D you are going to consider over here also. Then you are going to use 8 mm diameter bar. So 8 mm diameter bar के लिए you need to calculate the number of bars. So number of bars के लिए formula क्या है? Yes, AST upon pi/4 into D square. That, as you are going to use 8 mm diameter bar, so pi/4 into 8 square. तो आपको number of bars मिलेंगे, that is 1.5. So you will get total number of bars at 1.5, so approximately equals to 2. So you need to provide 8 mm diameter bar or 2 bar for the short span. approximately equals to 2 we are going to consider over here. So आपको 2 बार provide करना है for the shorter span. Then along the long span. Long span के लिए आपको B की वैल्यू कितनी मिली है? 375. Again you are going to calculate AST minimum, that is 0.12% of B into D. So AST minimum आपको मिलता है 56.25 mm square. Again same diameter bars you are going to use, that is 8 mm diameter bar. So 8 mm diameter bars अगर आपने use किए तो again you need to calculate the number of bar. So number of bar, the formula to calculate number of bar is AST minimum upon pi by 4 into 8 square. Again here also you are getting 1.1. So approximately will be equals to 2. So again you need to provide 2 bars of 8 mm diameter along the long span. Yes, did you understood about this age reinforcement? Yes, anyone is having any doubts in this age reinforcement? If you are having any of the doubts, you can ask. Otherwise, we'll proceed for the next step, that is calculation of torsional reinforcement. Yes, I hope everyone understood up till here. There is slight difference, otherwise all the steps are same. Just now we had seen in the last two sums. Yes, clear? Yes or no? Did you understood or not? Yesterday I had shared the PDF with you. How many of you had solved that question? Same question PDF I had shared here with you in your WhatsApp group. So how many of you had solved that this sum? Half of the sum. How many of you had solved? Those who had solved, reply yes in the chat box. Okay. What about others? What about others? No one had started up till now. Okay, those who have not started, you can start it by today itself and do the calculation, see whether you are also getting the same answers or not. So unless and until you will not solve, you will not able to remember. So start solving from today itself. Okay. So proceeding with the step number 7, that is calculation of torsional reinforcement. So for calculation of torsional reinforcement, we are going to consider the corners, that is A, B, C and D. So these are the corners A, B, C and D as you can see in the diagram. So the total span is of 3 meter, that is 3000 by 5, that will be 600. So we will have the maximum torsional reinforcement at the ends, which will be equals to the AST torsional. As we are going to calculate the torsional reinforcement, इसलिए हमने AST के नीचे suffix में क्या we had noted, that is capital T. So 3 by 4 into AST, that is 255.77. So AST torsional आपको मिलेगा 191.3. Okay, after that you need to again calculate the number of bars. So for calculating number of bars, again you are going to use 8 mm diameter only. So उसमें से आपको number of bars मिलेंगे. So number of bars के लिए again you are having the formula, that is AST torsional, as you are going to calculate for the torsional reinforcement. यहाँ पे जो आप AST use करने वाले हो वो कौन सा use करना है आपको? टॉर्शन के लिए जो कैलकुलेट किया है that AST you have to use. So for torsional reinforcement AST will be 191.83. So number of bars will be AST torsional, that is 191.83 upon pi by 4 into d square, that is 8 square. So total number of bars आपको कितने मिलेंगे 3.8. That will be approximately equals to 4. The number of bars for the corner A and B will be 4. So you have to provide the 4 bars of 8 mm diameter in each direction at the top and the bottom. So in both the directions, you have to provide 4 bars of 8 mm diameter for the corners A and B. अभी हमने A and B के लिए तो calculate किया है. Now you need to calculate the torsional reinforcement for the corner C and D. So since this corner have continuity from the one side, the torsional reinforcement required will be half that required for the, देखो in the diagram the continuity is there. So the torsional, जो भी torsional reinforcement आपको जो पहले मिली है, that will be half of that required for the C and D. A और B के लिए जो torsional reinforcement आपने calculate की थी, मतलब जो AST you had calculated for A and B, you have to do half of for C and D. Why? Because the continuity is there from the one side. So that's why यहाँ पे C and D के लिए आपका torsional reinforcement मतलब AST आपको मिलेगा C and D के लिए 0.5 into AST for A and B. A and B के लिए जो AST मिला था उसकी वैल्यू कितनी थी 191.83. So as we are going to consider half for C and D, you need to multiply it by 0.5. So 0.5 into this AST, आपको AST मिलेगा for the C and D corners. So C and D corner के लिए AST की वैल्यू आपको मिलती है 95.915 mm square. Again, here also you are going to use 8 mm diameter bars only. So number of bars will be AST upon pi by 4 into 8 square. That will be 1.9. That is approximately will be 2. So instead of providing 2 bars, we will provide 3 bars so that the spacing between 2 bars will be less than 450 mm. So yeah, as we had got the number of bars as 2, we will not provide it as 2, we will provide it as 3. अभी 3 क्यों provide करेंगे? 3 इसलिए provide करेंगे so that हमें जो spacing मिलेगी दोनों बार के बीच की that will be less than 450. So it should be less than 450. That's why we need to provide the 3 bars instead of 2 bars for the corner reinforcement, that is for C and D. So you need to provide 3 bars of 8 mm diameter in each direction at the top and the bottom for the corner C and D. Understood up till here? For the torsional reinforcement, anyone is having any doubt in this torsional reinforcement? If you are having any of the query in the torsional reinforcement, you can ask. Yes, understood. Fateh, Swati, Vinay. Okay, okay. Now proceeding further, you need to do the check for the deflection. अभी deflection check करने के लिए you are having the formula in your IS code on the page number 38 of your IS 456-2000. तो उसपे से you are having the value for FS. The value for FS is 0.58 into sorry, the formula to calculate Fs is 0.58 into Fy into AST required upon AST provided. अभी AST required आपको कितना मिला था 255.77 और AST provided आपको मिला है in the earlier step that is 261.79. So you need to substitute all the values for AST required and AST provided in this particular formula and you can calculate the value for Fs. So Fs आपको मिलता है 235.16 megapascal. Again from the same IS code, that is from the same page number, that is page number 38, you need to calculate MFT. But before calculating MFT, you need to calculate the percentage minimum. So minimum percentage calculate करने के लिए again you are having the formula that is AST provided upon B into D into 100. So here AST provided आपको कितना मिला है 261.79. So just substitute the value of AST provided upon B, that is 1000 into D, that is 100 into 100. So minimum percentage आपको मिलता है 0.26%. Now from the graph you need to calculate the modification factor, that is MFT. by Fs आपको कितना मिला है Fs की वैल्यू आपको मिली है 235.16 and percentage minimum आपको मिल रहा है 0.26. So by using both these value you can calculate the MFT from the graph. तो modification factor आपको graph पे से मिलता है 1.6. So you have to consider that modification factor and you need to calculate the depth D. So L effective upon 23 MFT. So L effective is your 3000, MFT आपको मिला है 1.6. तो उसमें से depth मिलता है आपको 81.52. So as it is less than the previous depth that you had calculated, that is 100. So your design is safe for the deflection. Then after this, you need to design for the beam B3. Yes, everyone understood for the slab design. Anyone is having any doubt in the slab? S1 and both the slabs that we had designed. Anyone is having any doubt? We had started with the design of the slab S3 and here slab S3 and S2. We are designed for the both the slabs. Now we have to design for the beam B3. Hope everyone understood for both the slabs design. Yes, clear? Slab design में किसी को कुछ problem है? Anyone is having any doubts in the slab design? Okay. Now we'll start with the beam B3. So you need to do the analysis of the beam B3. For that, you need to consider the size of the beam. So for considering the size of the beam as 150 by 450. Now, why we are going to consider it as 450? Because otherwise हम क्या लेते हैं हमेशा we are going to consider the depth as span by 10. तो हमारा beam B3 का total span कितना है 3000. So 3000 by 10 हमारा आता है 300 mm. But अगर 300 mm हमने लिया तो it will be smaller as compared to the width 150. So that's why we are going to consider the depth as 450 mm. So you have to consider the size of the beam as 150 by 450. So now assume the height of the wall as 3 meter. Now proceeding for the calculation of loading calculations. So first of all, you need to calculate the self weight of the beam, that is B into D into density into factor of safety, that is 1.5, as you have to calculate the ultimate load. So here only we are going to multiply it by 1.5. So 0.15, that is B, 0.45 depth and 25 is density into 1.5. So self weight of the beam आपको मिलता है 2.53 kilonewton meter. Then the wall load. You need to calculate the wall load. So wall load is as it is mentioned in the questions. In the question only they are mention you the wall load. So in the question also you have to consider that values only for the wall load. So 0.115 into 3 into 20 into again 1.5. So आपको wall load मिलता है 10.3. Internal in question only they have told you that the internal beam support is of 115 millimeter thick and the height of the wall is 3 meter. So that only we are going to consider over here. So internal wall is 0.115 and it is 3 meter thick and into 20 into density into 1.5. तो आपको wall load मिलता है 10.35 and the load from the slab is load total load कितना मिला था 14.5. So 14.5 W into L by 3. L is your 3. So 14.5 into W into L by 3. अभी 2 क्यों consider किया? Because load is coming on beam from the both sides. See your diagram. In the diagram, you can easily see all of you are having the PDF with you. So see the diagram, see the plan. So in the plan, the load is coming from both the sides on the beam. इसलिए we are multiplied by 2. तो आपको load from the slab कितना मिलता है 29. So आपका total load हो रहा है 41.88 kilonewton per meter. That is approximately will be equals to the 42 kilonewton per meter. Now आपका total span कितना है 3 मीटर का and the WU you had calculated that is 42 kilonewton per meter. उस पे से you can calculate the reactions that is 63 kilonewton and 63 kilonewton. So the end reaction of the beam V3 will act as a point load on the beam V7. Whatever the end reaction is there that is this end reaction for the beam V3. So beam B3 पे जो भी end reaction आ रही है that is 63 kilonewton वो beam B7 पे as a point load act करेगी. कैसे loading calculation समझ में आया सबको? Any doubts in this loading calculations? These are the loading calculations for the beam B3. Yes, everyone understood these loading calculations. Okay. Now proceeding further. We need to design for the beam B7. Consider the width of beam again as 300 mm. So we are going to consider the width of beam as 300 mm and the depth will be 800, total span by 10. So the total span for the beam B7 is 8 meter, that is 8000 mm. So 8000 upon 10, that is span by 10, it will be 800. So the depth of beam we are going to consider it as 750. Why 750, not 800? Because if depth is greater than 750, then we have to provide the side reinforcement also. Means अगर side reinforcement अगर provide किया तो हमें और ज़्यादा calculations करना पड़ेगा and we need additional reinforcement. So that's why हम depth ही कम कर देते हैं so that we don't need to provide the side reinforcement. So हमें side reinforcement नहीं provide करना पड़ेगा इसलिए हम depth की value ही 50 से कम कर दे रहे हैं. So that's why we are going to consider the depth of beam as 750 mm. अगर 750 से ज्यादा रही तो हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? We will need to provide the side reinforcement. इसलिए we are going to consider the minimum that is 750 only. So after that we need to repeat the same steps. That is, first of all we need to calculate the load. We need to do the loading calculations. So for loading calculations, first of all we need to do the calculation for the self weight. So calculation of loads. So first of all, you need to calculate the self weight. So self weight acting on the beam B7 will be 0.3, that is B into D into density. So B kitna hai? 300, as we are going to convert it in meter. So it will be 0.3. D is 750, so 0.75 into density, that is 25 into 1.5. So self weight आपको मिलता है 8.43 kilonewton per meter. After calculating self weight, again you need to calculate the wall load. Wall load will be same for beam B3 as well as for the beam B7. So wall load आपको मिलता calculate करने के बाद मिलता है 10.35. Then load from S2. S2 और S3 से जो भी load act हो रहा है, जो भी दोनों slab से आपका load act हो रहा है, that also you are going to consider. So S2 से जो slab, see your plan. So 14.5, that is W into L by 2 into 1 minus 1 upon 3 into 4 by 2 square. अभी ये सब कैसे आया? Yes, can anyone let me know? Yes, load from the slab S2 कैसे आया? See, your total load acting on the slab S2 is 14.5. So 14 point load into W into 3 by 2. Then 1 minus 1 upon 3 into your span is of 4. And S2 आपका दो जगह पे एक्ट हो रहा है, इसलिए 4 by 2 square. So आपका total load from the S2 आपको मिलेगा 17.65. आपका span कितना है? S2 का span कितना है? 4 meter. So that's why we are going to consider it as 4 meter. So 4 by 2 square. So हमें load from the S2 मिलता है 17.65. अभी S3 के लिए हमारा लोड कितना आया है? S3 के लिए लोड see the slab design for the S3. S3 के लिए हमारा लोड कितना आया था? 15.5. और S3 का स्पैन कितना है? Total span on which the slab S3 is lying, that is 3. So that's why 3 by 2. So इसीलिए यहाँ पे load from the S3 कितना आया? 23.25. So the total load will be 59.65 kilonewton per meter, approximately equals to 60. And the point load that will be acting from the beam B3 will be 63 kilonewton. Did you understood these loading calculations? Anyone is having any doubt in this particular loading calculations for this beam? For this beam B7, सबको समझ में आया ये loading calculations? Yes, any doubts? If you are having any of the doubts, you can ask in these loading calculations for the beam B7. Yes, Faraz, Abhiraj, did you understood? Yes, are you there or not? So we'll start with the bending moment and shear force calculations. Yes, understood? Okay. We'll start with the bending moment and shear force calculation. So for bending moment and shear force calculation, we are having the UDL acting over the beam, that is of 60 kilonewton per meter, and the point load exactly in the center, that is 63 kilonewton. So उसपे से आपको bending moment और shear force calculate करना है. I think we are running short of time, so we will see in the next lecture the this bending moment shear force calculation as well as hold the detailing for this particular sum. We will see in the next lecture. So those who are not given the attendance, give your attendance in the chat box. And if you are having any of the doubts, you can ask.